At L&M Fine Jewelry, we hand select our diamonds to give you the very best prices possible. Monty knows a great deal when he finds one. Find your great deal at L&M Fine Jewelry.
Your diamond destination.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I am back with another one. We got Montana, Cal Poly, the number 8th ranked team in the nation in Montana against an unranked Cal Poly, not one of the better teams in the Big Sky Conference. They fall to 2-6, 1-4 in Big Sky Conference play, which is ultimately setting up a big time matchup between Montana and UC Davis on ESPN2. We can get into that after the video, and I'll also talk about that on my weekly video that I'm going to drop. You can catch the audio on Skyline Sports. But Montana Cal Poly, it started off very slow. It was really 7-14-0 for a majority of the game, and then late in the third quarter, sparked by a Junior Bergen punt return, and then some turnovers. I will mention this. So Montana had 3 turnovers last week. I don't feel like they really capitalized on them. This week they had 3 turnovers. I feel like they really capitalized off them. So really happy to see that. It'll be good, man. Big Sky play is coming to a close. 3 weeks to go. You got UC Davis, Montana State, and Montana, really the 3 in the running for the Big Sky Conference title. It really could be a 3-way tie, or could it be a 3-way tie? It really could. No, I don't. It couldn't be a 3-way tie. It could be a 2-way tie for the Big Sky title this year because UC Davis is going to play Montana State. Montana is going to play UC. Well, so say Montana beats UC Davis. That'll be their first loss. UC Davis beats Montana State. Well, then Montana, yeah. So it could only be a 2-way tie because Montana already has 1 loss. We don't have to get into that right now. But Cal Poly, Montana, I'm going to be breaking it all down. Make sure you guys leave me a comment. Make sure you guys subscribe down below. Make sure you guys like the video. Share this with a friend. I appreciate you guys so much, and we will get straight into the breakdown. Okay, Montana started off with the ball. You got a 2nd and 5 right now, and seems like they're going to send Eric Barker in motion, and they're going to get off to Junior Bergen into the flat. So this is an RPO, what we call an RPO, and it's very on the edge. Honestly, this could have been called for a legal man downfield because as you see right here, you got a lineman downfield. Either way, they get it off to Junior Bergen, and he gets the first down. Junior Bergen was really quiet on the receiving end of things. I think this might have been his only reception. He had 3 receptions for 12 yards, but he had a big time 84-yard punt return, which was huge for the Grizz. I mean, I don't think they were going to lose this game had he not returned that, but that was at a point where they weren't really putting any points on the board, and he was able to give them a spark. Special teams play really gives teams sparks at times, and that is definitely what Junior provided for them on Saturday. So you're gonna get the slant arrow combo up here up top with Aaron Font and Sawyer Racanelli. The Grizz are in 10 personnel, no tight ends on the field, all receivers and a running back, and he's gonna drop back. Fife is gonna drop back. Fife started the game. They really interchanged Fife and Ayat throughout this game. A little bit of Fife, a little bit of Ayat, but you're gonna get Aaron Font on the slant up here. The 5-step slant, and he's going to come really flat down the line. I honestly, when I first saw this, I thought this might have been an in route, but having played in this offense, I just understand that they run 5-step slants, and I also understand taking an angle to win. So Aaron Font is getting very flat, making it look like an in route, even though it's a slant, just because I know arrow slant concepts all the time. But good catch, good ball from Fife, and it's a good first down for the Grizz. They're moving the ball down the field successfully so far. Here you go, 1st and 10, 12 minutes to go in the first quarter. Fife is going to drop back, and man, early mistake. So this is something that we haven't seen from Fife this year. I think this might have been his first interception of the season, if I'm not mistaken. This was his first interception of the season. I'm going to his stats. Yeah, he's got 10 touchdowns, 1 interception on the season. So his first interception of the season, and it wasn't a great one. They're running a 3 verts concept here out of the bunch set. So what you're doing here is you got Keelan White, who's the point man. He's going cross hash. Junior Bergen's going to be your seam, which is really the seam you're really looking for. If you get Keelan White, maybe in like a 0 concept, or like if he's open now, you can get the ball to him, but he's really doing work for this seam. These guys are really working for Junior Bergen on this route concept. Sawyer Racanelli's running a fade. I think you really want him to stay wide on that fade. because you want him to open up the window for Junior. You want to keep that corner on it. You want to keep that safety on it. You don't want the safety to be able to play both of those, or the corner to be able to play both of them, depending on if they're in a cover 3, it's really the corner you're trying to influence. I can't really see the coverage down here so much, but obviously he was throwing it to Junior Bergen. He obviously floated it a little bit. He couldn't layer. I guess he didn't feel safe laying it in there. You see this linebacker underneath. He put a little bit too much air on it, and it just ended up being an interception. Now when you look at this, I don't have the all 22 view. But Keelan White looks pretty dang open to me on this one. And this is one of those instances where it's like, you can throw it to Keelan White. Now, I know that safety probably adjusted when he saw where Fife was about to throw the ball to. That safety was probably, because it looks like, from this view, it kind of looks like a cover 3. I know this corner's a little more shallow, but it looks like they were potentially in a cover 3. I know it's blurry, and I know we don't have the all 22. I wish I had all 22. But it looks to be a cover 3 based on what I'm seeing. You got a bunch of underneath coverage here. And it looks like they brought a blitz too. Yeah, so they brought a blitz because you're short a zone. The reason I know they're short a zone is because usually you'd have a curl flat defender here. You only have a corner over here. It's usually 3 over top, 4 underneath, but if you blitz one, that brings 5 blitzing. You only have 3 underneath and 3 over top. Either way, we don't have to get into all the logistics. He overthrew it, and it's an interception, but it seems like he might have had Keelan White open over here on the backside. He didn't get to it, and it ended up being an early interception for the Grizz. So here you go. Cal Poly's going to start third drive. 11.5 minutes to go. 3rd and 9 for Montana. Looks like there was potentially a hold in here for sure. Doesn't look like that was called. You know, a lot of times when you see a lineman falling, and I mean, that is a hold. That is a hold if I've ever seen one. I don't know if they called it, but the quarterback's going to scramble. He's not going to get the first down, but he's going to scramble and be short of the line of game. Grizz get the ball back. You got a 2nd and 1, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. They're going to hand it off to Eli Gilman, and he is going to have his longest run of the day, which was 7 yards. Eli Gilman only had 11 carries, 17 yards, 1 touchdown. That's one thing that was worrisome with this game against Cal Poly. Now, I don't know how Cal Poly has done against the run throughout the season, but the Grizz had 32 carries, 68 yards, 3 touchdowns. But it was weird because gosh, what am I trying to say? I don't even remember what I was going to say, but they didn't run the ball very successfully at all. They did. I think they averaged that's what I was going to say. I think they averaged 3 yards a carry or something like that. Not great at all. Not great at all. So now you got a 3rd and 13, and they get the ball off to Sawyer Racanelli, who makes the one-handed catch. Ball's a little behind. Ayat's got a little bit of pressure in his face from the pass rusher Elijah Ponder of Cal Poly. He's been getting a lot of NFL looks. Ayat's got to throw the ball off his back foot. He still gets the great catch from Racanelli, and Racanelli gets upfield to get close. I don't even know if that was a first down. It honestly seems like he was down short of the line to gain. He's down right here. I think the line to gain is somewhere. You can't really see it. It's somewhere right here. But they gave it to him. So 3rd and 7 coming up now for the Grizz. Looks like you're going to get the curl concept. So they're running a curl concept out of a bunch set. Aaron Fonts, who's coming in motion pre-snap. You're in 12 personnel here. Aaron Fonts, who's coming in motion pre-snap. He's going to be the one running the curl. You have your Y. This is your H. This is your Y. You got your Y tight end running the seam to control that safety. You have your H tight end running the flat right here, which looks like that's Evan Schaefer running the flat to get your horizontal stretch to open up the window for the curl, with Aaron Fonts coming in behind it. Aaron Fonts comes right where you expect him to be, and he catches the curl for the first down. Really good job. Now you got 1st and 10. They're going to pull the ball out and give it to Keelan White on an RPO. RPO hitch. It might be an out. It's an out. RPO out. He catches the ball. Be friendly to the quarterback. Good move of sticking his foot into the ground, getting more vertical, and almost getting into the end zone. But Keelan White would eventually get into the end zone. He was their leading receiver yesterday. He had 6 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Really good game from Keelan White. Here you go. 1st and goal from the Grizz. They hand it off to Eli Gilman, and he's going to lose. Looks like he lost the yard here. Next play, you got a 2nd and goal for the Grizz. Looks like you're trying to... I'm not so sure what they were trying to get to here. I think maybe potentially... They're potentially trying to get their tight end it kind of looks like, so you got the rollout here. I think they were kind of maybe potentially trying to get, it looks like Eric Barker down here got really hung up, but it seems like they might have been trying to slip him out underneath to come this way. I don't 100% know, but either way, it's not what they wanted, and it ends up being an incomplete pass. Nobody was really open. Nothing really worked out for them on this play. And they also, I believe, got a hold on this play as well. Or tripping. They called tripping right here. They called tripping on that right there, which, I don't know, it kind of seemed like it might have been incidental. Might have seemed like it would have been intentional, but their feet were already tangled up when he fell. It is what it is, but that's going to back them up a few yards now. Now, you got a 2nd and goal from the 24-yard line. Ayat's going to drop back. I don't know what this safety is doing. Let me be very clear. I don't know what this safety is doing, but Xavier Harris is going to run directly past him. It looks like they're in a cover 4. So 4X is what you like to call it, or not even. So I'm not sure. I don't know what coverage they're in. It might be, man, it looks like zone. It looks like 4X because this guy's definitely a man down here. He's manning up the short side receiver, outside receiver. And then you got these two guys who look like they're, half field safeties or quarter field safeties. But then you got this guy who's definitely in the quarter 2. The safeties are immediately taking steps down. So I don't know. And then this safety's backing up into like a 1 high. Either way, he's not doing his job, and he gets run past by Xavier Harris. Really good ball from Ayat, and great play. Easy touchdown. Xavier Harris returning close to home to get the touchdown. Really good job. I don't know. Not so sure about that coverage. I'm not 100% sure about that coverage. Here we go. But the Grizz get the 7-0 lead, and they are on the board with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here you go, 2nd and 6. Did we miss something? Oh yeah, we did. Okay, here you go. 1st and 10 for Cal Poly. Quarterback's going to drop back and get the ball off. And they're going to get the pass interference. I don't know who they called it on. I don't know if they called it on Trevin or Jackson Lee or Trevin Gradney. But they were a little physical right there. Might have just been going for the ball, but I think that's a good call from the ref. Easy call right there. So now you got a 2nd and 6, 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. He's going to drop back, get the ball off to his single side receiver who looks to be running a hitch. He's going to get the ball into his hands and get upfield for the first down. Easy play right there. 3rd and 10 coming up for Cal Poly. Quarterback standing in the pocket. And this seemed to be like a recurring theme. Granted, on this play, it's 3rd and 10. Montana is playing coverage. They're not blitzing much. They're really sitting back in coverage. Can't really see what coverage they're in. Kind of looks like they're in a cover 4. Looks like they got 4 underneath though, but I see this safety here as well. They're only rushing 3, so dropping 8. They're playing a lot of coverage. The main point is they're playing a lot of coverage, got a lot over top, got a lot of underneath, and they come close to getting the first down. They should have got the first down, but the receiver just drops the ball thinking about going upfield before he has the ball in his hands. It's going to bring up a 4th down for Cal Poly. They punted away, or they might actually went for it here. Where were they at? Yeah, they might actually went for it there. Either way, Montana's going to get the ball back. And you can see them right here. Look like they're trying to get over to that right side of the field. But Ayat's got a little bit of pressure in his face. You see I think that might be Ponder coming around the edge, getting free. It wasn't Ponder. Either way, they get some pressure on Ayat, who's going to scramble and be short of the first down. That was on 3rd and 13, so he's going to scramble and be short of the line to gain. Tough play right there for Montana. Tough play. Okay, they punt it back to Cal Poly. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Looks like they're going to get a little bit of pressure, but they get it off to Giancarlo Woods, who's on the under. He gets the ball into his hands, and he's going to try to get extra yardage. He gets to the first down yard marker. 2nd and 8 coming up for Cal Poly. 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. The quarterback is going to pull it. That quarterback being Jaden Jones. I believe Jaden Jones, this quarterback, I believe he's a friend of Xavier Harris and Aaron Fonts, if I'm not mistaken. He pulls it out of the belly of the running back, and he's going to slide forward short of the line to gain, though. I would have at least liked to see him just get that line, get that yard. Well, honestly, the yard marker is wrong on the TV copy because it looks like he's short, but really the yard to gain is at the 44-yard line. So, I don't know. He still probably could have got it, though. It was very close, though. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 coming up for Cal Poly, and they get it out on the quick now route to their receiver, number 7, who's also, I think, a cousin of Giancarlo Woods, is what they mentioned on TV copy, Jake Woods. He gets the first down on 3rd and 2. Cal Poly putting together a decent drive here. 3rd and 7, time winding down on the first quarter. 7-0 lead for Montana. Jones is going to drop back, and you got Keon Loud in the coverage here. I didn't like this call. Only because, yes, he's being handsy. The receiver's being handsy too. That should be fair play. And then Keon Loud is trying to make a play on the ball. Keon Loud is 100% trying to make a play on the ball, and I don't think he's pass interfering here. I think he's being physical with the receiver, the way the receiver was trying to be with him, and he's ultimately got eyes on the ball, trying to make a play on the ball. He's do the same right on the ball as the receiver is, and that's coming from a receiver. But it is what it is, man. The Grizz, actually, penalties-wise, was not good for them. I believe they had 10 penalties for 132 yards, and Cal Poly had 8 for 70. So from that standpoint, not great for the Grizz. A lot of penalty yardage that you don't want to see get stacked up against you, but it is what it is, man. Here you go. Cal Poly, after the end of that quarter, is going to start on the 30-yard line. At the beginning of the second quarter, they're going to hand it off on 3rd and 10, try to get it outside, and he is short of the line to gain. Good play right here from Riley Wilson, coming in there and getting him in the backfield, as well as Pat Hayden being there to stop all the forward momentum. Really good job there. I believe Cal Poly went for it on this 4th down. They did. They're going for it on 4th and they must not have a field goal kicker that can make a kick from this far, and they must also not have a punter. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't just try to punt it and at least gain like 10 yardage of field position with the touchback, get them on the 20. I don't know. They're going to go, looks like they're in 10 personnel though. Drop back pass for the quarterback. I don't know how you don't make this sack here. I really don't know how you don't make this sack here. I mean, it seems like Ryan Tyrrell had him in his hands, but you know, I get he's being blocked at the same time. Jaden Jones is going to get out of the sack and throw it for the first down. Camera's a little late to it, but they get right. Well, honestly, the line's not right, so they get right past the line to gain with the completion to. They don't even have number 0 on here. I don't remember what 0's name was, but he's number 0. Good catch though. Good play. Oh, that's rushing anyway. Logan Boer. He had 6 catches for 94 yards. He was their leading receiver. Really good day for him. They're going to run the mesh on the inside here, but you got Riley Wilson getting in there. Man, that was intentional grounding. They should have blown this play dead, but he got the intentional grounding. He's in hand. Doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. That is intentional grounding. And that's really going to retake them out of field goal range. But 2nd and 11, Riley Wilson on the rush here. He's coming in right here through the B gap. He puts a good move on this guard and easily gets past him. Oh my gosh, what a rush by Riley Wilson. Really good 2-step move right there. Get the quarterback in hands. Unable to bring him down, but they get the intentional grounding. Kind of sucks for Riley Wilson that he doesn't get credited. I don't know if they credit a sack. I don't think they credit a sack on plays like that. But that's tough because definitely had a sack in hand. 3rd and 11 for Cal Poly. They're going to get the screen out to Woods, who is gonna have it punched out. Well, he didn't even really have it punched out. It was like already coming loose. It hit one of his teammates' feet, and Montana's gonna recover it. It was very close, but they called it a fumble on the field. So it was really hard based on the review to overturn it. You're gonna see it here. It's gonna hit his guy's foot right here. And I think that's what kind of made it a little loose. I mean, you see a little bit of movement there. And I think that's what caused them to stay with the call on the field. Because honestly, I think he still had possession, but it looks like it's moving there. So from that standpoint, that's when you can say he lost possession. And then his arm actually hitting the ground and knocking the ball out was what I think caused it. But it looks like it has a little movement right there once it hit his teammate's foot. Either way, Montana's going to get their first turnover of the game.
In the Treasure State, University of Montana football is a way of life. Lithia Ford has long been a proud sponsor of Grizz football, and Lithia Ford of Missoula is thrilled to have several of the best Montana football seniors driving the best trucks in Montana. Aspen Sound is the premier car audio and accessory shop in Montana. Aspen Sound makes sure the boys are riding in style with tinted windows and state-of-the-art stereo systems. There's always a party in Montana. Whether you're going to a concert, a wedding, or a football game, the Montana Party Bus will get you there. Skyline Sports and ESPN MT cover the Big Sky with more depth than anyone. Check out SkylineSportsMT.com and tune in to Nuanez Now on 1029 ESPN Missoula every day. My Montana Roots and Wear Your Roots clothing is your go-to spot for the most unique and comfortable lifestyle clothing you'll find anywhere. And get your custom t-shirts to support your favorite player. From 5 local businesses who love Montana, best of luck to the Grizz as they pursue another Big Sky Conference championship.
3rd and 9 for Montana. 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. Hayat's dropping back, trying to find somebody downfield. Montana looks like they're in 10 personnel. 10 personnel here. And Hayat is scrambling out of the pocket. He finds Xavier Harris, but the defensive back of Cal Poly comes in and knocks it out. Really good play from the Cal Poly defensive back. Xavier Harris had a really good play here. 2 guys in the same area of the field, but good play by the Cal Poly defenders. Really good job. Really good job. 3rd and 11 coming up for Cal Poly now. 10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Dropping back. Get it out to the receiver, Logan Boer. Really good catch. I don't know how he got wide open here. I think he's right. Oh, he's right here in the slot. So he's going to run the wheel. Montana looks like they're in a cover 3. Looks like they're not even. Looks like they're in a quarters, actually. So quarter, and then X. So 4X looks like they're in because he's just manning up that receiver down there. But it looks like quarters to me. 4 over top, 3 underneath this time. And they're only rushing 4. So 4 over top, 3 underneath is what it looks like. Rushing the linebacker, dropping out one of the D linemen. Or dropping out. Either way, 4 over top, 3 underneath. And it just looks like Keon Loud does exactly what they want him to do. Watch Giancarlo Woods kind of go inside on this route. Looks like he's going to run like a post. Giancarlo Woods gets confused with coverage responsibilities. If you are in quarters, this quarter is your side of the field. You let the safety take that, which it looks like the safety was over the top of that. That's really on Keon Loud right there. Really good hustle from Jace Klusewicz to come bring the tackle down. But that's a busting coverage right there for the Grizz. Busting coverage for sure. 3rd and 11, 9.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Dropping back for the quarterback. And he's going to get the ball up and down to his receiver, who's not able to come down with it. I don't think he had a reception, so he's not on the ESPN stats right here. But good coverage right here from the Grizz. Good coverage from the Grizz. But once again, the quarterback's got some decent time back there on 3rd and 11. That's something that I guess Riley Wilson got in there, was unable to bring him down. That's something this defense thrives off of, is making the quarterback uncomfortable. And I guess he was uncomfortable there. The quarterbacks were 13 of 28. That's the Cal Poly starting quarterback, Jaden Jones. And then Bo Keller was 4 for 4 for 47 yards. And then Richie Watts, who also played, was 3 for 4 for 40 yards. So Jaden Jones, who got a majority of the burn throughout the game, ended up, not being very successful through the air. You got 4th and 11 now. Seems like it's the exact same play on 4th and 11. I'm going to run a post from that backside receiver, and he's unable to come down with it. So if you see him right here, he's the one who's going to run the post. Looks like Montana is in a cloud coverage, Tampa 2 coverage for sure. So that becomes the safety's responsibility, and the safety is right there, Johnny on the spot. Jace Klusewicz right there. Really good job. Really good job. 2nd and 5 coming up. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Still a 7-0 lead. And they get the ball off to Keelan White, who's getting upfield, driving those legs, and getting down right outside, right about the 43, 44-yard line. Naked boot here. Out of, looks like they're in 13 personnel. Looks to be 13 personnel. Got a tight end. A tight end here, and a tight end on the backside. Single receiver, Keelan White. Naked boot. Get it out to Nick Osmo on the naked boot. He's gonna get it into his hands out in the flats and get upfield for really good yardage. Really good yardage for Nick Osmo right there. 3rd and 5 coming up for Montana. First down, yes sir. 3rd and 5 coming up for Montana. This is gonna be a miraculous catch from Keelan White on another seam route. I think this is kind of like not like a trick play, but you're trying to make it seem like, because they do. Give me just a second. He's gonna call. They do throw it out here to the flats periodically. They do throw it out here to the flats to these running backs. I mean, they honestly just threw it to the flats on a different type of concept, but you try to fake. You see how he pumps the what is that? Swing route. He pumps the swing route, and then you watch Keelan White getting up the seam, getting the touchdown. It's really just 3 verts. It's really the basic concept from the receivers is 3 verts. Looks like they're in a 11 personnel here. Got a tight end attached, so no receivers on the backside here besides your running back pre-snap, but he's even going to go over there, so you're overloading this side as well. You got 5 receivers out to this side. Tight end is staying in to protect though, so you got a 6-man protection. You pump the swing route, and then you get Keelan White into the seam. Really good route, in man coverage, and you got 1 high safety, so 1 high man from Cal Poly. And you know it's man because this guy on the backside is running with the running back, which I think is your backside corner, is running with the running back. 3 verts. You got the crosshash, the seam route, and the fade by Sora Recanelli. Really good catch from Keelan White for the touchdown. Really good catch. Really good play there. There you go. Watch it here. He's gonna pump this swing route. Keelan White puts a good release down on here. Really good release here. Get inside and get open. There's a window for the ball, and he makes the catch. Really, really good job there. Great play. Great play. 14-0 lead for Montana, 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Now Cal Poly's got the ball back, 3rd and 7 coming up. And Jaden Jones is going to scramble around in the backfield. Once again, exemplifying pretty good pass protection from Cal Poly, but Montana's only going to rush 3 here, as you can see. Rushing 3, dropping everybody else out. Looks like they're in a Tampa 2 once again. So Jackson Lee being your middle hook defender, deep middle hook, half field, flat defender, and flat defender down here. So a lot of coverage, and Jaden Jones is going to scramble and get the first down. Looks like they marked him a little short of the yard to gain, which brings up a 4th and 1. They're going to try to run it with their quarterback being Richie Watts, number 17. He comes in here and he is short of the first down. Very, very close there, but short of the line to gain. Tough play right there. Tough play. And they're going to call, so I don't know, they called Jace Kluswich right here on, I don't know. He did kind of push him. Right. I didn't see that when I saw it live, but they called that on him. Either way, Cal Poly ended up not doing anything with the penalty. Or actually, no, it was a dead ball foul. So they were short of the line to gain. So that still counts. They did not get the first down. You're not going to get an automatic first down. But Montana gets counted a unsportsmanlike penalty, so that backs them up. Now Montana's faced with a 3rd and 12. You got Logan Fife in the game. Montana's in an empty formation. They're in 0-0 personnel, so no tight ends, no running backs on the field. All receivers. Aaron Fonts, Junior Bergen, Drew Deck, Xavier Harris, and Keelan White. All out here at the receiver position. And they're going to get it to Drew Deck in the middle of the field on what looks like a deep OTB. Might even been like chains. I think they call it chains sometimes when you get to the sticks and hook up. Looks like kind of what it was. Logan Fife's going to put the good ball on there, and Drew Deck gets the yardage for the first down. Really, really good job. Now you got a 3rd and 7 for Montana. Empty personnel once again. Still 0-0 personnel. No receiver, no running backs, no tight ends on the field. Pre-snap motion. Fake on the jet sweep to Xavier Harris. And they're going to throw the now screen to Junior Bergen, who's not going to get much of anything on this. Good rally to the ball for Cal Poly defense. On 3rd and 7. Now you got a 4th and 4. Montana's going to go for it. You get a naked boot with Logan Fife out here. They're looking for the throwback. They try to throw the throwback screen to Nick Osmo back here. You see all the linemen setting up for the throwback. Elijah Ponder is not fooled. He's right there in front of it, and it ends up being incomplete pass right there. Incomplete pass. I tried to give a little eye candy for it, but ultimately Cal Poly was hip to it. Elijah Ponder was hip to it, and it's no good. 6 minutes to go, or 6 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 3 for Cal Poly. Jaden Jones is going to drop back and scramble around, but eventually Ryan T. Rowe is going to bring him down for the sack. Really good job from Ryan T. Rowe right there. Halftime. They kick the ball off to Cal Poly, who's going to start with the ball. Cal Poly's faced with a 3rd and 21 very quickly into this second half. And Jaden Jones is going to drop back, get the ball out to their tight end. And I believe they had got a penalty, which dropped them back this far. It might have been a holding or something, but they almost get it. Montana's playing deep coverage. Everybody's dropping back. Can't even see what coverage, but they're really playing towards the sticks. Everybody just stay back. It's ultimately a Tampa 2, because you see how the Tampa 2 window is setting up. Half field, flat defender, half field, and then a deep hook. But they're too deep that they just leave the window open for the tight end to almost run for the first down. He doesn't get there though, and it's a 4th and short, and Cal Poly's going to put him away.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
3rd and 5 for Montana. 11 and a half minutes to go in the third quarter. And they get the slant. They try to get the slant to Keelan White, and it's incomplete. So yeah, in the Grizz stats, they had Keelan White six targets, 6 receptions, and I remember this one specifically. This is a target and it's not a reception, so he had 7 targets, 6 receptions. Unfortunately, he wasn't 100%, but that's okay. Good attempt right here on the 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Keelan's kind of hemmed up right here. He's got the safety in front of him, and then you got the corner on his back. So it's a tough window to fit the ball into, and they're going to be incomplete right there on 3rd and 5. Montana punts it away back to Cal Poly. They're faced with the 1st and 15, and they brought a new quarterback in. I believe this is now, I think this was Bo Kelly that they had brought in, and he's going to drop back. He's getting a little bit of pressure, but he's dropping back, getting it out to Giancarlo Woods on the corner route, and it's going to be a big-time completion for them. One of their biggest completions of the day, about 20, 25 yards there on the completion. Good ball from Bo Kelly. 2nd and 13, dropping back for Bo Kelly. He's getting the ball off to his receiver, Jake Woods, this time, on the spacing concept. So everybody runs this. You get a swing route right here. You get an OTB from the tight end, and then you get just a spot route from your receiver. You got to make a decision. The tight end is honestly the better decision here, but he got the ball out, and it was a completion. So I'm not going to complain about that. On 2nd and 13, good play. Good play. Here you go, 3rd and 2 for Cal Poly. They're going to get the slant route to Woods, and it's going to be a completion. Giancarlo Woods actually had 66 receiving yards on 5 receptions, so not a bad game from him either. Get the ball out to him, and he gets the 1st down. Good play right there for Cal Poly. Here you go, 3rd and 2 for Cal Poly. 14-0 lead for Montana, 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and they're going to try to run it on 3rd and 2. Looks like an inside zone, and Ryan T. Rowe and Jackson Lee are there to make the stop. Really, really good job. Really good job. Cal Poly's going to go for it on 4th and 2. Fake the handoff on the jet sweep to Giancarlo Woods, and Bo Kelly is not close. Really good job from the Montana defense, playing downhill, getting the stop there. Really good job. Looks like he ran into one of his own guys, but it's caused by the hustle of Pat Hayden right here, getting down the line of scrimmage. Really good job creating that wall. Really good job from the Montana defense. Really good job. 1st and 10 for Montana, 7.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back for Ayat, who's going to scramble away and get about 5 yards off 1st down. Maybe 4 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. I'm going to hand it off to Nick Osmo, who's making some guys miss and getting right close to first down yardage. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter now. 3rd and 21 coming up. Empty personnel for Montana. Looks like they are once again in 0-0 personnel, 0-0 personnel, so no tight ends, no running backs on the field. They're going to try to get to Ryan Simpson out here on the sidelines. Looks like it gets widened a little bit on the release. There's not a big window for the quarterback to fit the ball in there, and that is why sometimes you want to save some space for your quarterback to put the ball in there. He does not really save a ton of space here, and it ends up being incomplete pass. Tough play right there. Tough play right there. 1st and 10 coming up for Montana, or for Cal Poly, excuse me. And you're going to get Tyson Rostad here on the blitz, and they get the sack fumble, and the recovery, but it ends up being a targeting penalty, and you're going to see the replay here. After watching the replay, I'm not going to lie, I honestly see why they called it. He doesn't necessarily lunge into him, but his head, he does hit him with the crown of his helmet. He does kind of launch into him, even though it's not intentional. He's just trying to make a tackle. I get this call. I 100% understand this call, and it is the right call. It is the right call. If it was turned around, if this was a Montana quarterback and there was a Cal Poly defender who made a hit like this on the Montana quarterback, Grizz fans would want that called. So, got to be fair. That is a targeting penalty. Sucks that Rostad is going to have to miss the first half of the next game, but rules are rules. Either way, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 16 for Cal Poly. And Montana's going to get some pressure on Jaden Jones. He's going to stay alive, but he's going to dirt the ball. Not able to complete the ball to his receiver. Tough play right there. Montana's going to bring some pressure here. They are actually rushing 5, so they're going to rush. Initially look like they're rushing 6. One's going to drop out. They're still rushing 5. And one comes completely free, just lowers his head and is unable to come out. So Cajo gets free. He lowers his head at the point of attack and is unable to come down with the sack. But Jaden Jones, this quarterback, was very slippery all day yesterday, so no surprise there, but you would love for them to come down with that sack. It still ends up being an incomplete pass for Cal Poly. Good job from the Montana defense. They're going to drop back and punt, and this was the spark that Montana needed. Junior Bergen is going to do what Junior Bergen has been doing his whole career. He's actually going to make a record here, and he's going to take his 6th punt return of his career back to the house. Really, really good job. This was so funny to me that you're there. Just trust that you're there to make the tackle, move. And that is all she wrote for Junior Bergen and the Big Sky punt return record and Montana punt return record. 6 punt return touchdowns during his career. An amazing feat. But you see them setting up the wall here. You see them setting up the wall. Look at them. Stay on this side. You know which way this return is going. Look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. That is called a wall return. Everybody setting up that wall. Everybody setting up that wall. Don't block them in the back. Get in the way. Let Junior Bergen have a window to run. And you see guys just trying to create a window for him, and then Junior Bergen does the rest. I mean, it's gotta be your guy right here. He's got to make that tackle. He does not, and Junior Bergen gets into the end zone. Record-setting touchdown. Really good job for Junior Bergen. 21-0 lead for Montana. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. As I mentioned, this game was very slow developing. Montana had that 14-0 lead for a vast majority of this game. And finally, that punt return touchdown is really going to bust it wide open in terms of the scoring. Montana's going to come up with a sack here. I think they're also going to get called. I think Cal Poly is also going to get called for a holding. Montana is going to decline that on 3rd and 14. I think they're going to give the sack to Mr. Learman here. Oh no, they call it face mask. That's right. I can't see the face mask here, but they call it face mask. That is an automatic first down penalty. So Cal Poly is going to get the first down. Now you got a 3rd and 19. They're going to drop Garrett Husted right out right here at the linebacker position. Well, so is he standing up? Yeah, he's standing up right here. So this is Garrett Husted pre-snap. Looks like he's going to blitz. He's going to drop right underneath into that hook zone. So it's 3rd and 19, so they're most likely trying to make it look like 0. And if you make it look like 0, that puts your quarterback under pressure. He knows there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're blitzing. You got 5 defenders at the sticks covering the line of gain. That's 5 receivers. You got your running back covered. You got your single side receiver covered. And then you got your 3 trips receivers covered as well. Everybody else seems to be blitzing. Make it look like 0. Quarterback thinks he's got to get the ball out of his hands fast, and in doing that, gets the ball out of his hands fast into Garrett Husted's hands, who starts to move down the field. He's moving, man. And he gets the Grizz inside the 15-yard line after the interception. Really good play from Houston right there. You see it right here. You see everybody standing at the sticks back here. He's on the running back. He's on that single side receiver. You got 3 other defensive backs on this side of the field. Houston's going to drop out, and you see they're both expecting a quick now. They're expecting it quick now. Get the ball in his hands. Houston, he's not even looking for him right there. Look, he's got his eyes locked on the receiver. He's not looking at the defender. He's trying to anticipate and throws it right into the linebacker's hands. Really good play from Houston. Really good defensive play call from Roger Cooper and Coach Tim Houck. Really good job. First and goal for the Grizz. Inside the 5, they hand it off to Eli Gilman, who gets outside on the outside zone play. Really good blocks from the tight ends out there in the line, and Eli Gilman gets in for the touchdown. Really good job. Watch it set up here. A little stretch play right here, getting outside and getting into the end zone. Really, really good play there. Really good play there. Now it's Cal Poly's turn. They got a second down. They're going to throw it out to the receiver, Giancarlo Woods, who tries to get upfield. And they're going to get a late hit here from the Grizz. Coming in here. Barnum is going to come in and he hit him. He put a hit on him. But I don't know. I guess it was a little late. It was a little late. Unnecessary roughness on the Grizz. And that gives Cal Poly an automatic first down. So here you go. They're going to get the naked boot. They're going to bring Jackson Lee here on the blitz. So they're blitzing 3, but Jackson Lee is going to be the extra blitzer. So they're really rushing 4 unless... I think they're rushing 4. They're trying to rush 4 here. Are they, though? They're trying to rush 4 here. They're trying to get the naked boot. They might have been trying to set up their not even trying to. They're making it look like they're... Whoa. This is a naked boot. Jackson Lee is coming in on the blitz. You got the quarterback who's going to get pressure into his face from Jackson Lee on the blitz. He forces the throw, and the throw ends up being arid, and Krishan Gordon's going to come down with the interception. Really, really good play there. Really, really good play there from Krishan Gordon for the interception. And they're going to start dancing. So that's their third turnover of the game. They got the first turnover in the first half, the 2 consecutive interceptions. This is the beginning of the fourth quarter as well. But the 2 consecutive interceptions for the Grizz defense is going to really charge up the offense for them. But pressure in his face, arid throw, interception, and it's no bueno for Cal Poly. Tough play right there. Tough play for Cal Poly. Montana's going to get the ball in their hands now. And they're going to hand it off to Nick Osmo right there on the run. Now they're going to toss it out to Nick Osmo on the pin and pull run. Looks like a sweep. They're pulling their guard around. Who's getting around here. That might even be a tackle. I think they moved Liam Brown to tackle. They did. So they had an injury yesterday to one of their linemen. They moved Liam Brown to tackle here. He's getting outside, getting in front, getting good blocks, and setting up the lane for their running back, which is Nick Osmo. Really good run right there. Here you go. 2nd and 11 coming up for Montana. Fife is going to drop back, get the ball out to Xavier Harris down here along the sideline. So it looks like they're running a wheel route down here, or out and up down here from the slot receiver. He goes out, he goes up, and they get the ball into his hands. Really good catch right there from Xavier Harris. Good ball from Logan Fife to not lead him too far upfield, just to know that get the ball in his hands, there's somebody upfield, don't lead him into danger. Good job right there. Here you go. Hand it off to Nick Osmo, who's going to get tackled around the 6-yard line. Now you got a 2nd and goal coming up. Pre-snap motion with Schaefer. Fife is going to keep the ball and run right behind Nick Osmo. He makes a juke and he gets in the end zone. The ball actually gets punched out, but Lucas Freitas is right there for the recovery in the end zone. He gets his first touchdown of his career, Mr. Freitas. Really good block here from Dylan Botner. Really good block there. Good block from Nick Osmo. And great punch out from this defender. Great punch out, but better recovery from the defensive lineman of Montana. That's going to make it a 35-0 ball game. Looking good for Montana with 11 minutes, and it seems like this game has really flipped just in a few minutes. It was seems like it was just 14-0. It was 14-0 with like 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now all of a sudden you got 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and it's a 35-0 ball game. 3rd and 6 for Cal Poly. They were in this end zone camera for a few plays, and it looks like the quarterback, Richie Watts, is going to get the first down. 3rd and 4 for Montana. 3rd and 4 for Cal Poly. Watts is going to scramble out of the pocket. Husted is hustling, but they're going to get it completed to Logan Boer, who looks to have a hurt ankle. Tough day. 2nd and 10 coming up, 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Dropping back for Richie Watts, throwing it up and getting it out to the receiver. Prince Ford is going to be there in coverage. I don't know about this call. I don't know. I mean, yes, he's got hands on him. But is that pass interference? Is that what we think that is right there? I don't know. I didn't like that call right there. I did not like that call right there. But it is what it is. Montana brought a little bit of pressure, which made Richie Watts get the ball out. They're bringing the safety from distance on the blitz. And one of the guys gets there, and they get saved by the pass interference. 2nd and 2 coming up for Cal Poly, and now they're going to get into the end zone. They're running there. So you see it right here. You got your receiver attached. Who ended up getting, I think it was Jake Woods who ended up getting the touchdown. They're in a trips formation. The receiver right here is in a hit formation. He's going to get out, act like he's blocking, eventually run the route against Jackson Lee, and he runs the deep. It's like a corner or an out, deep out on the boot. And it's not a naked boot though, just a boot. He's got some protection in front of him. And throws the touchdown. And that was their only touchdown of the game, thrown by Richie Watts, who was 3 for 4, 40 yards in his touchdown. Cal Poly avoids the shutout and gets into the end zone. Now Montana got a 2nd and 10, 5.5 minutes to go in the game. At this point, you're really just trying to run the clock out. Split zone right there. Hand it off to Stevie Rocker, who's going to get in there. Another looks like split zone, but I think this might have been when they're arcing, so they're going to lead block for the quarterback if he wants to pull it. It ends up being a tackle for loss. Montana is going to punt it back to Cal Poly. Almost 3 minutes to go in the game. 3rd and 7 coming up. They're not going to be able to come down with the sack, but they do. It's almost a tackle for no gain. Gets tackled at the line on 3rd and 7. 2nd and 10 now for Montana, and they're going to get the shuttle pass to Stevie Rocker Jr., who gets outside, makes a few guys miss. You see it right here, pre-snap jet motion with Drew Deck. Get the shuttle pass to the receiver or to the running back who's in a hip. So you got your 2 guys in a hip right here. It's really an empty formation, but a hip with your tight end, tight formation from your receiver. So that's a tight end as well. So you're in 12 personnel, 2 receivers on the field, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, 12 personnel. Pitch it out to your running back who was in a hip and get outside, get upfield, and get into the end zone. Really good play. I honestly thought he scored. If you look right here, his foot never comes down out of bounds. His foot, there's still green. You can still see green, separating the green from the sidelines. They cheated him on the touchdown here. This was 100% a touchdown, and I'm glad that he was able to still get in the end zone and get the touchdown. A few plays later, he's going to get in there. See it right here. Good stiff arm, missed tackle, getting upfield, making that guy miss. That foot never came down. That heel never came down. It's just his toes down on the ground. And he got in the end zone, but they run it in a couple plays later. They try to run it in right here. This is a really good tackle. This is a great tackle from this defender, number 43 of Cal Poly. Really good tackle. Really, really good tackle. That is a great play. Obviously, the guys helped him, but they're going to run lead right here and get their tight end or get the running back into the little power lead right here, pulling that guard around and getting Stevie Rocker his rightful touchdown with a minute to go in the game. That's effectively going to end the game. Cal Poly is going to try to put some things together. They are unable to. Montana's going to win the game 42-7, setting up a colossal matchup against UC Davis. Montana moves to 7-2, 4-1 in conference. Cal Poly falls to 2-6 and 1-4 in conference, and Montana will take on UC Davis on ESPN2 under the lights at 8:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere. We will be doing the pregame show and the postgame show, recapping that game with Learfield and the GSA at the GSA tailgate. So come check us out on the stage. It'll be an amazing atmosphere. The game is going to be amazing. The place is going to be rocking. I expect another sellout crowd at Wagriz Stadium, but the Grizz, I don't know if the ranking will move up. They might still be number 8. There were some teams on the verge of maybe losing. I think Tarleton was kind of on the edge right there, but I think they might have pulled it out at the end. I don't know. I'll have to go check that. But Montana versus UC Davis. UC Davis has been one of the best teams in the FCS this year. They have not lost against an FCS opponent this year. This is going to be one of the biggest matchups in the Big Sky Conference so far this year, and it's going to be an amazing game to watch. So I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Leave me a comment down below. What are you guys thinking about this UC Davis game? What did you guys think about this Cal Poly game? I think once they started to get the turnovers, they really started to amp things up. I think the special teams touchdown by Junior Bergen really amped this defense up, amped this offense up. I mean, I think if they are able to continue to get turnovers like this, play better defense, it can do some things for them in terms of maybe being able to make a push for the Big Sky title, and honestly maybe another championship push this year, but we will see. There's still a lot of football to be played. They got a big game this week that's going to have so many ramifications for the Big Sky in the playoffs. So leave me a comment, like the video, make sure you guys subscribe down below, and I appreciate you guys for tapping in. I will catch you guys next week. See ya.